the greenhouse gospel. It's really early in the morning. Me and Alec got we got a pretty big day today. We got a golf match against some pros. They're giving us a handicap and we're betting some money. So wish us luck. Here we go. The importance of maturity. Hold on, let me turn this light on. Oh, damn. There we go. I can see. The importance of maturity. In today's passage, we are reminded that our growth as Christians is a long process. We do not instantly understand all spiritual things at the moment of salvation. Instead, we develop wisdom over time through Bible study, prayer, and obedience to God's principles and commands. With diligence, we are increasingly learning how to distinguish between truth and error, good and evil, and divine will and personal impressions. Yes, that's all true, but you really don't need to be, you don't have to study the Bible to learn God's principles and commands. But the Bible does really help, and studying all this does really help. There's nothing wrong with that. One of the biggest dangers for believers is failure to mature, to grow. We must have nourishment from God's word, and to become strong, we need the exercise of obedience. Otherwise, we would easily be deceived, tossed about, and distracted by every new teaching that comes our way. I do think that's very, very true. What's more, we wouldn't become familiar with deeper spiritual truth. Our grasp of God's greatness would be minuscule, and our appreciation of Christ's sacrifice shall be shallow, and the Bible would remain confusing and unappealing book to us. Yes, my whole life I thought the Bible was so unappealing, and then I started studying all religions and spiritual things, and then I found God and had all these crazy spiritual experiences that I couldn't explain. So the first place I did go to was the Bible, and the Bible did actually really help me. Growing shouldn't be considered optional in a believer's life. Too often we think spiritual immaturity is normal, but God doesn't. He has greater hopes and plans for our relationship with Him. Absolutely, 100%. I was spiritually immature for a very, very long time, and once all these crazy spiritual things happened to me, I couldn't ignore them anymore, and that's how I found God. And God is like a teammate. God's like a teammate that's always with you and is always helping you and always pushing you to be better and do the right thing, and I thank Him for that. Let's get this money. Wish us luck.
See that eagle? That's my buddy. Okay, first question coming in is, do you want to get tacos later, from Brianna? And maybe. Second question was, why are you promoting your YouTube and doing all this on Snapchat? And at first I didn't know why, but now that I think about it, it's almost genius, because on everybody's Snapchat, everybody is like, that's where everybody's secrets are. And I was so sick of holding in secrets and just all the dirty, just not even dirty stuff, just sketchy stuff. Everybody's partying, doing drugs, drinking. It's the only thing, Snapchat, you know what I mean? Everybody knows what Snapchat is. You're talking to new people. It's a way to communicate without getting their number. You're sending pictures and stuff. And what I was thinking was, since everybody is always doing negative things on Snapchat, why don't we do something positive and motivate these people on Snapchat that I've met at the bar or at the club or in these different cities and states that I've traveled to over the years, because I'm constantly traveling, constantly meeting new people. I thought that it would be smart if I go from Snapchat first. I spend some time on there promoting, getting people to know who I am, know what I'm about, hopefully motivating people to change their lives and live a better life, be a little bit more health conscious. And then once I get bored on there, hold on, I gotta change gears. Once I get bored on there, not even bored, but once I feel like I can't do any more on there, I'm gonna move to Instagram or some other social media platform and then target those people. And then once I do that, I'll move to the next one. But YouTube is 100% my goals, my target audience, because I think I can, personally, I feel like I create the best content via video and doing crazy things, longer videos, more personality. I can show what I'm good at, what I'm not, you know what I mean? I can show more about myself on there. And then, I'll move to Facebook where I can get, that's what I should go to next, is I should go from Snapchat to Facebook, because then I could target the people of Washington where I grew up. It was like the first, besides MySpace, but it went MySpace, then Facebook. So most of the people I know are on Facebook. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know anybody anymore. I don't talk to nobody. I don't hang out with nobody. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me and God. Me and myself. Me and my thoughts. And that's, I'm going off on a little tangent, but that's why I think I've grown so much spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, is because all I think about are my own thoughts. And I don't know why I didn't do it before, but that's part of my purpose, is to give back what I learned, what I wish I knew at a younger age. And you know what I mean? Like maybe like the 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, even the college kids can listen to my stuff and they can really learn some stuff, because I made the most mistakes out of anybody. I feel like personally, I made a million mistakes. Check out this grinder alert. Grinder alert. Yeah, baby. Yes, I love it. You know how, like, if you're in a Jeep or in any car and you see the same exact car, you got to give them the old classic, like, how you do? When I'm riding a bike and I see somebody else riding a bike, it's like, or running, I'm like, yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna go from Snapchat and YouTube. I'll stop being on Snapchat, and then I'll go to Facebook probably, and then I'll go back to Instagram over the summer. But I'm gonna be on YouTube mainly. So keep asking me questions, please. And yeah. First question coming in from Snapchat from Brianna Sawyers was, what are you doing later? I don't know. What are you up to? Next question coming in is from my boy Tyler Tamaka. He asks, what's the best way to get knots out of your back, and what are my thoughts on yoga? The best way, I'm telling you, the best way to get any knots out of your back or to relieve any pain in your shoulders is just hang from a bar. Go to like a playground or a pull-up bar, or get some Olympic rings and just hang and hang and hang and breathe. And just breathe as deep as you can. Try to go to sleep. Try to hang. Try to decompress your spine. And then my thoughts on yoga, man. If I could go, I don't regret not going back in time, or I don't regret not doing yoga at an earlier age, but I think personally that yoga is by far the best type of exercise that you could do. It's better in weightlifting, better in running. But if you were to do one type of exercise, straight up yoga, because one, it helps you spiritually, two, it helps you physically, and how you guys doing? And then it relieves pain. It does everything. Yoga is the best. Thank you for asking that question, because man, yoga changed my life. I mean, yoga. The third part of that last question was what videos, I think he asked what videos could he look up, or how he should be doing it. I would say go to a place where you're not going to be bothered, whether it be a park or you go to the wilderness, the woods, or in your room. Sometimes most of the time I blindfold myself now, but I'm weird. But that's what I like to call yoga getting weird, because it's exploring your body, exploring mobility, and whatever hurts, whatever is uncomfortable, that's what you should be doing. Those are the positions you should be working on, not the easy ones. Everybody can do the easy thing. Oh, boy, you know you're next level when